Hey everybody, this is Bruce and Melody
Hi.
from mlmwildfire.com. Glad to see you today. We thought we'd put a little video together and let you see who we are and what we're all about.
That's
Right?
us. See that we're real people and that we're people who have probably the same kind of pain that you're feeling.
We've been married for 15 years now, and we met in the Amway business. You want to tell that story?
And it's kind of a funny story. I've always been wanting to make more of myself, to find something to add to my family. At that time, to bring my first husband home, just to earn more than I was getting, and because I knew I was more valuable. Actually, I always wanted to write, and writing is a big part of what we do in this business.
That's true.
So I dabbled here and there, and I was always doing some kind of business. So one day I got a phone call about 8 o'clock at night from a stranger who said, I just found your name in the phone book and called you up to ask you if you're interested in other ways to make money. And
That would be me. I was that guy phoning. Yeah, what I was doing was I was trying to show someone how to make a cold call. So I literally opened up the phone book and I said, I'm going to call that person. That's who I called.
turned out to be me.
Yeah, there you go.
And the thing was, he was very non-intrusive, and at that time we had videos. So he asked if he could put a video in my mailbox, which I watched. And he was very happy to hear that. I hated it.
Yeah, she said, I hate it. And this tells you how long we've been in network marketing. Videos no longer existing, of course. But
and that was a way that you would take somebody's pulse on whether they had interest.
That's
if
right.
They had one strong, extreme reaction or the other. And then there was the exciting time where my daughter was at a roller skating birthday party, and I left her there when I would normally not, just so I could go to this great meeting. And Bruce had started already to have emeralds in the business.
We had
come down and see him every month. And
as a matter of fact, he was there the next day where we showed you the plan officially.
Right. Well, actually, I saw Don Storm.
Yeah, we were. So.
The big guy. If you've had anything to do with Amway and you know what emeralds and diamonds are, we were getting all the help we could, and we were being told you were the up-and-coming people. But you know what happened? We just spent our way out of the business.
Yeah. That's right. We had a gentleman flying in once a month from Philadelphia. We live in Atlanta, and we did this for 4 long years. We did everything we were told to do. We bought all the products, we read all the books, we bought all the tapes, we went we
really wanted to help people and ourselves.
And so the message and the moral of that story is if you're trying to build a business with family and friends and a warm list,
it ain't so warm.
Doesn't work. At least it didn't for us. So
no, people. It was really hard. It's funny because then we got into another opportunity recently.
That's right.
That's very exciting and very good, but it also has that kind of limitation at first, because you can't drag your family and friends over. We tried to do that again recently.
It's an infinitely smaller world than you need.
Yeah, you find out that they'll start to avoid you or say anything to get away from you.
Once you run out of the 50 or the 100 people that you think you know, and you've made a pest of yourself, and they won't do what you want them to do, and they won't get in your business, you got to get a clue. There's a better way of doing it. It's called the internet, and that's what we're excited about because it's working.
Well,
God, it's working.
Because it's amazing to think that there are hundreds of thousands, at least, many people out there, all over the world, rather.
It's true.
And it's a small world, and they're all Googling, how can I do better with network marketing? How can I get more prospects? How can I make money in network marketing? And it was kind of a, duh, why didn't we think of that before?
Perfect. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, the thing is, I'm thinking, is if it wasn't for the MLM formula and putting us into a system, they put us into a system in Amway, a system of buying all their tapes and books, etc. This is an automated system.
That's right. Automated on the internet. That's
the difference.
I'll give you an example. Melody wrote an e-zine article, and she submitted it 2 days ago, and we already have a person from India who's now in our business because he read that article on an e-zine. It's organically grown, and that's exciting. But the system that we're so excited about is that it does all the work for you. All the people out there who are looking for you, rather than you trying to find people to drag into your business, they will come knocking on your door. It's amazing.
And yes, it sounds a little too good to be true, so let's be totally transparent. And we plan on pulling back the curtains and letting you see, should you like to know more, that there is some work involved.
Lots of work.
You do have to do some things.
Absolutely.
And you have to do them consistently, and you have to be motivated. You really have to know why. But more important, you have to come from that heart space of helping other people.
That's right. Yep.
And it's just really possible. What we came together 15 years ago on, it really can happen, but in a totally different way for you.
If you're watching this video and you're having frustration in building your business, you can do business. You can have your dreams. You can build it. You just have to have the right help. This is what we're doing. We're paying it back because we got such great help with Josh Cope and mlmwildfire.com that we're not 5 and 6 figure a month earners yet, but we're getting to the point where we can see that's going to happen. So
you can see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Exactly. And it's exciting. It's fun. We're having a blast. We're having more fun than we should be allowed to have.
It's a lot more fun than trying to drag somebody over where they don't want to be when somebody's coming to you saying, please help me with this.
Right.
And you can. You have
really
it.
Can.
And even if you don't know a whole lot, you would have us or whoever you were working with to help you to give them what they needed.
So you need two basic things. You need a system, an automated system, and you need some guidance. You need some mentorship. And that's where we come in. We train people. We put out webinars. We have, and the material that you get is just, there's so much free information. But once you get into really understanding what this internet network marketing is, it's a business. You got to treat it like a business, and it will pay you like a business. But you got to put effort in. Right. And so we're excited just to have put this video together, just so you could meet us in person.
And get to know you.
There you go. And
so, we look forward to getting to know you out on forums.
That's right, man. Somewhere near this video is an URL or a button. Click it. Come to our website. Put your contact information in. Let us get to know you.
Check out the webinars. Check out the free download.
Lots of blogs in our system.
That we give you. And get on our list so that we can share more and more information. There's a lot of different ways of being in this business too. You don't have to be all out in it. You can do it part-time.
That's right.
There's a lot of different products involved, and it's really exciting. It is the way out for many people.
And finally, if you're a couple, we know what you're going through. And if
working together is very interesting.
That's right. And before we hooked up, before we got married, there are our other spouses, when we were married, didn't get this. So you could have one spouse in and one spouse out. We've been there too. So if you've got relationships and you've got a marriage going, you're trying to build a network marketing business, we can relate.
Yeah, we can relate. And that's what it is. It's not just the money. Yes, we all want to make money. But we want to relate. We want to connect with you.
Absolutely. So click the button. Hello.
We'll see you
Come on by. We'll see you on the other side. Take care.
Bye.